What up, YouTube family? Before we get into this video, I want to let all my supporters know that I appreciate all the love and the support. But if you really want to support this channel, make sure you check out my Patreon for them uncut versions of my documentaries. Plus, you'll get the early release before it hits YouTube. So make sure you check that out. Anyways, let's get to the video.
I'll never fuck with you on some real shit. You rather suck dick and get rammed by the whole clique. You think that the pussy can make you famous, you don't know shit. Trying to explain it, ain't no complaining, you's a whole bitch. Now let's be real, all of the homies done fucked on you. I don't know how you come out feeling so comfortable. You broke bitch, petition to a dick and call it a lunchable. I'm probably a pimp on a little bitch, but I ain't fucking you. OTBK, BGK, nigga, all of that, nigga. Fuck the guns, nigga. Free the team.
Rite Aid surveillance cameras capture the faces of 3 men accused of jumping the pharmacy counter and robbing the store of an undisclosed amount of opioids.
This right here, I think this is what they call it. I think it was like SUV, Sub Tay or something.
Next nigga in my phone on some fugazi fuck shit.
I'ma show you I'm the nigga not to fuck with.
A nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddie said.
Sub Tay dead, the other Tay dead.
What up, YouTube family? Before we get into this video, I just wanted to let all my supporters know, man, thank y'all so much for everything y'all do for this channel. This channel wouldn't even be around if it wasn't for y'all. But anyways, I had this idea to do this video after I seen a post on Instagram about this rapper. Since it's been 7 years since his death, this is a rapper that I listened to, and he was an upcoming rapper in Sacramento way before a lot of these other rappers you hear about. Definitely a dope rapper whose life was cut short. It seems like people forgot about him since it's been 7 years, so I thought it'd been dope to do this. So let's get into this video. Today we're going to Sacramento, California. Sacramento is a Northern California city about 40 minutes away from Vallejo in the Bay Area, and known for being the capital of the state of California, for the major rivers that passed through the city that millions migrated to in the gold rush era, and for having more trees per capita than any other city in the world. But that's not what only Sacramento is known for. The city also has a history of gangland culture in the underworld that's been present in the city for decades. Usually when people from other cities and states think or speak about the gang history in California, all they really know or heard about is how they get down in Los Angeles, since it's where the Bloods, Crips, and Sureños originated. But all of California has always been gang infested all through the states, from the north to the south. So to backtrack a little in this story, although gang banging started in LA, it branched off all over Northern California, mainly in cities like Sacramento, Stockton, and surrounding cities. Although Northern California is gang infested, you'll never see Bloods or Crips in the Bay Area. The Bay always been different in many ways than everywhere else in California. They didn't allow no gangs from LA to take over their cities or set up shop or adopt a Blood and Crip culture. Most gangs out in the Bay come from different turfs or project buildings and war with other turfs or projects. San Francisco has a lot of infamous project buildings like Alamany, Potrero Hill, Sunnydale, Double Rock, Harbor Road, Page Street, Knockout, and many more all throughout the city. A lot of these projects are into it with each other. Rappers like Tear It Off Greasy from Sunnydale and Dream Life Rizzy from Double Rock are 2 known rappers from Frisco who have an active murder beef going on until this day. They both even got ties to the politics in Oakland, which has the Bay Area divided and picking sides. The new Oakland has 2 major gangs called Case and Stubby, who are in a major gang war. Back in the day, Oakland always been nothing but different turfs all through North, West, and East Oakland. Things have changed in a major way these days. Nowadays, Oakland is a lot different with these two major gangs who took over the whole city. Although these gangs don't claim colors to represent their gangs like Blood, Crips, Sureños, and Norteños, they operate and politic the same. The only gangs that ban colors in the Bay are the Latino gangs that claim Norte and Sureño. Nortes have a strong presence in the Bay all through Northern California for years, and the Sureños out there are not gang members who came from LA. They are straight born and raised in Northern California. Sacramento has an interesting gang history. Although it's close to the Bay Area, the city adopted the LA gang culture in the 1980s. Gang members from LA and surrounding cities like Pomona migrated to Northern California in the early 80s to Sacramento and surrounding cities like Stockton to set up shop in certain hoods to profit from the crack epidemic. The Bloods, Crips, and Pyrus from Sacramento don't claim LA hoods like most cities that LA gangs branch off to. Sacramento gangs have their own hoods even though they adopted the LA gang culture. Prior to them days, Sacramento had their own gangs and most of the hoods you hear about today before the Bloods and Crips became a thing in the city. Gangs like Dog Catchers, High Dogs, Funk Lords, Rock Busters, and Creek Mob, just to name a few.
Anyway, as far as this gang banging go,
to keep your business open. We can
I had the first gang out here in the South area.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
And it was called, what, Dog Pound?
No, the Dog Catcher.
Dog Catcher, my bad. I knew it was Dog something. Dog Catcher. And what year was that?
That was like in the early 80s, 83.
83. And at this time, there was no Crips or
There
Bloods?
was no Crips or no Bloods. It was the Dog Catchers, the Hype Dog, the Creek Mob, and the Flat.
Oh, so the Creek Mob is one of the real, they've been here for a minute.
Yeah, and what was it? The Rock Bus. Ain't that what they call themselves?
Where was the Rock Busters from?
Amherst.
Oh, okay.
Amherst apartment.
Fast forward to the early 2000s, the younger generation started their own subsets in the city. These subsets started to become popular in Sacramento. It wasn't just Crips and Bloods repping their hoods. Subsets like Stars, Zilla, Fab, Beast Mob, Monk Mob, Guns, Manor Mob, Gutted Gas, and Trigger Mob are some of the known gangs coming out of Sacramento in the early 2000s. Fast forward to 2014, a new small gang of the younger generation started coming up in the city called Sub Gang, aka Stand Up Boys. A young 18-year-old rapper who goes by the name Sub Tay, real name Deontay Williams, started dropping low-budget music videos on YouTube. This was around the same time the rapper Mozzy was blowing up in the rap game. Sub Tay would become the face and the most known member from Sub Gang till this day. In them early 2014 music videos, you would see Sub Tay hanging with the original members from Sub Gang like Trippa, B&E, and Ralphie. Gangs in the city weren't taking Sub Gang serious at first. It looked like just a bunch of little kids shooting low-budget music videos, toting an old rusty revolver. But this would later change when these little kids would grow into adults. Sub Gang is the lil homies of some of the older gangs from Del Paso Heights, and a gang called Trigger Mob, a known Sacramento gang that's been around for years. They were also locked in with another known Sacramento gang called Gas Gutta. You would hear Sub Tay rep this along with Sub Gang. Sub Gang was started by an older gang member named Ty Bud from Del Paso Heights, but Sub Gang is known for being from North Highlands, where most of the youngins who were pushing SUB resided at. Sub Gang wasn't originally from North Highlands, but you could clearly see that's where they would be at in most of their music videos. They were also locked in with another small gang from North Highlands called Trap Team. Sub Tay and B&E were both originally from the East. Sub Tay's music was heavily influenced by the drill sound in Chicago. Some of his early music had a drill sound to it.
Off it's Sub Gang, all Sub Gang, you niggas mad, won't fuck with y'all. Catch me an op and I'm beating his face. I'm up in these posts, don't get hit with the tray. I throw up the squad, niggas know what I bang. How that shit feel, bro? I heard you got flame. Got me lacking, nigga. Cause that pistol, I be packing, nigga.
In some of the early music from Sub Gang, they would mainly diss two small gangs called OTB and Blitz. They would also heavily diss older gangs called Guns, Manor Mob, and Bloods from Oak Park.
Nigga, you feel me? How's up? Nigga, about nigga, ENT gang, nigga on my mama. Shout out my little son, nigga Blitz K, nigga on my mama. Nigga on my mama, SUB, nigga, we out here, nigga. My mama, nigga, we 7-4, nigga.
I swear to God, I got the tools on me. We catch a blitz and we shooting on me. These niggas ain't gon' listen.
Fuck a born stunner in the top Boston blitz. Niggas ain't making noise with this tray pound. I take your top off. We catch a blitz, I'ma off him. Man down, I'ma put him in a coffin.
Mozzy 11, nigga. Stunner K, nigga.
OTBK, BGK, nigga. All of that, nigga. Fuck the guns.
SUB was tapped in with some of the older gangs in Sac like Trigger Mob, Stars, Gutted Gas, and Bloods from Del Paso Heights. Fast forward to 2017, Sub Tay was no longer a little broke teenager beefing with other little kids and dropping low-budget music videos. He was now in his 20s and done bossed up around this time getting his money up. Just from his music videos, you can tell he matured and upgraded his jewelry game and his arsenal. He was no longer toting old rusty revolvers. Sub Tay had the authentic image of a rapper, and even his music got better. He had more of a reputation in the streets and in the Northern California rap scene. Sub Tay was dropping banger after banger in 2017, and his high views on YouTube proved that he was taking his music serious and had the potential to be the next big thing in the city.
Let's keep it real, you niggas broke, you ain't fucking with us. Go get some money, boy, you niggas ain't fucking with us. Do all that high power faking, I'm calling your bluff. Always get it too, so what you speaking or not? I just got out of jail, but bitch, I just bought a new block. Do they sexy, contemplating with niggas that I'ma pop it. When I pedaled on that bike, no bitches would chase me. Now I'm in that big body, she begging to pay me. I just brushed the hoe off, these bitches is brazen. First I showed you niggas how to get money, now look how shit work. I brought them niggas straight to the top, they drug me through the dirt. I'm funky with them niggas on sight, I'ma let the cater jerk. I'm been in blocks, I've been your block and y'all ain't never there. Y'all gon' make me smoke one of the old heads that's living there. They don't want them problems, I know that them little niggas.
Something crazy about that last music video is my friend actually got killed at those apartments. He was shot and killed in 2018 after a gunman crept up on him in the middle of the night, shooting him multiple times and killing him. Sub Gang was in funk with the rapper Mozzy's Hood Oak Park. When Sub Tay was trying to come up in the rap game was around the time Mozzy was on fire and the biggest rapper out the city. Mozzy's arch rival CML Lavish D was being blackballed in the rap game due to his beef with the rapper who had connections with big names in the industry. Sub Tay said in a song that he was being blackballed after he called Rap Shack to shoot his music video, but they allegedly declined because they were known for shooting some of Mozzy's first biggest hits at the time. Sub Tay even had a verse where he mentioned that one of his folks wanted to take Rap Shack's equipment, but he told them to fall back.
Called a Rap Shack for a video, they talking how they fucking with Mozzy and stepping on toes. Niggas blackballing, I don't even like your video. Bro wanna take their equipment, but I ain't press go.
In January 2018, Sub Tay dropped his biggest hit to date off the Thizzler platform. It was the first time a music video of his hit 1 million views, which is now at 3.5 million views.
I dropped that GBA cause I ain't feeling niggas. Niggas expose their true colors and they feeling. Nigga, they was talking all that rah-rah, I'm still a gutter, nigga, it's still free stinking.
He was taking his music to the next level after having a distribution deal with Thizzler. Although he was leveling up in the rap game, he was still very much in the streets. Sub Gang had an ongoing beef with Ugg Mac from Manor Mob. Sub Tay would even diss him in his early music videos. It is alleged that Ugg Mac caught Sub Tay and blew at him. Ugg Mac is the man who was caught for shooting up a CML Lavish D and Sibo music video where a man was killed. Before that CML Lavish D music video shooting, Ralphie from Sub Gang allegedly had a blowout with Ugg Mac where a female that was in the car with Ugg Mac was shot and killed by Ralphie. Ralphie was arrested for murder but was later convicted for manslaughter. If you're feeling this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already. In 2017, Sub Tay was known for allegedly masterminding a string of pharmacy licks all through Sacramento. It was said he was allegedly sending off crash outs to do these pharmacy licks. He would have a driver take a few youngins to a pharmacy where they would bounce out unarmed and robbing the pharmacy for prescription cough syrup and pills. The driver would wait outside and drive off once they were done with the robbery. The robbers would even hit multiple pharmacies back to back in one day. They would even rob clothes pharmacies at night.
Thieves targeting drugstores as 3 more local pharmacies are hit in just one night. These break-ins happened early Thursday morning, all within miles of each other. The first on J Street near 29th, the second less than a mile away, and the third happened later in Southland Park.
Tony and Christina, a bold move considering this pharmacy is across the street from the AM/PM and a busy street. And guess who called 911? It was those watching right there. Caught on surveillance video, masked thieves tried desperately to pry open these doors, and after a minute or two, give up.
They were not successful here, so they went down the street to Midtown Pharmacy.
Poochie's is the oldest pharmacy in Sacramento, and after getting hit last year, the owner says they were ready.
All the C2 drugs are in a safe. Even if you broke in here at night, you're not going to get anything because it's all locked up.
But others weren't so lucky.
They hit one right after the other.
Less than a mile away, not even metal bars could stop these crooks who got away with loads of drugs. And an hour and a half later, a third pharmacy in Southland Park was also targeted.
It's upsetting. It's concerning that people are getting burglarized.
In all 3 incidents, police say the thieves were at the location for less than 10 minutes. And it appears there is surveillance video from all 3 pharmacies. Investigators are looking into that video to hope piece together whoever did this. If you have any information, call police.
Allegedly, Sub Tay would only pay the driver and robbers a little bit of cash, and he would make a big bag off the lean and pills. Suspects started getting arrested for these robberies since it was becoming a regular thing in Sacramento. In November 27, 2017, one of the pharmacy robberies made headlines on the news after a few suspects robbed a Rite Aid and knocked down an 87-year-old elderly lady at the entrance of the store when one of the robbers were making a run for it. 3 suspects entered a Rite Aid on Auburn Boulevard at around 5:50 p.m., jumped the pharmacy counter, and stole $23,000 of prescription drugs. As the suspects were fleeing, one of them ran into an elderly woman as she was entering the store, which knocked her to the ground and caused her to lose consciousness after her head hit the ground. The first responders found the elderly woman without a pulse, but she was revived and taken to the hospital in critical condition before passing away days later. Kamani Randolph was identified as the primary suspect who knocked down the woman, who died and was arrested in Las Vegas in December 2017. He was later sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for the second-degree murder and robbery. One of the other suspects from that night was later sentenced to prison for a near-identical pharmacy robbery.
Rite Aid surveillance cameras capture the faces of 3 men accused of jumping the pharmacy counter and robbing the store of an undisclosed amount of opioids. The cameras then show what happened after the robbery, the sprint to the door, where this 86-year-old woman stood unknowingly and was slammed to the ground. Citrus Heights police say part of their investigation will be determining if these suspects are involved in any other pharmacy robberies.
We did have one recently in our jurisdiction, and I do know that surrounding jurisdictions have had a couple recently as well.
Police also say these men were seen at a Del Paso Heights Walgreens hours before the Rite Aid robbery.
They were described as casing the store. Ultimately, they left without committing a crime.
Now a call on the public for help catching these men, as the 86-year-old woman remains hospitalized in critical condition. Men face felony robbery charges, and police say they're working with the district attorney's office on charges related to the woman's injuries.
Tonight, the family of 87-year-old Marilyn Stribley is reeling from her sudden and senseless death. They sent KCRA a statement saying, quote, "Her family adored her, loved her, and will fondly remember the lady in this picture as Mom, who always had a smile for everyone. Marilyn was a beloved mother, grandmother, and the widow of a World War II veteran. It was during a routine trip to that Rite Aid to refill a prescription last Monday when Marilyn encountered a group of 3 robbers who police say had just stolen opioids from the pharmacy. During their escape, one robber knocked Marilyn down unconscious, and she was taken to the hospital, but died yesterday from her injuries. The surveillance video from those moments is hard for Marilyn's loved ones to watch."
My folks who knew some of the members from SUB was copping lean from Sub Tay around that time. These pharmacy licks became more and more common in the city. Sub Tay allegedly stopped being involved with these pharmacy robberies after police started investigating and making multiple arrests. He was laying low once the city became too hot, and at this time his music was getting more noticed, and he had the potential to be the next upcoming rapper out of Sacramento. Sub Tay even had a buzz before the rapper Bris. No one besides Mozzy and Lavish D were getting the type of views Sub Tay was getting around that time. On New Year's Day in San Bernardino, California, all hell broke loose. On January 1st, 2019, authorities received a call about a shooting at the Golden Star Motel 6:40 p.m. after a dispute on New Year's Day. The 23-year-old victim, Deontay Williams, also known as rapper Sub Tay from Sacramento, had been shot and had already been driven to the hospital when officers arrived. Police learned that Sub Tay had suffered from gunshot wounds at the motel after a dispute with another individual who was not identified. Sub Tay was later pronounced dead at the hospital. It's not clear exactly what happened to Sub Tay. I remember hearing rumors that he got killed by a trick, but it is said and believed that he got killed by another pimp after Sub Tay had some type of altercation with the pimp's 304. YouTuber Sacramento Gang Archives said that Sub Tay allegedly pulled out a gun on a 304 after a dispute, and she came back with her pimp, who ended up shooting and killing Sub Tay. I can't say that's exactly the 100% truth, but that is definitely what is said and believed to this day. I wasn't able to tap in with some of Sub Tay's family members and friends for this documentary, so I'm only able to speak about what I've heard. What I can say is till this day, the suspect has never been arrested, and it is a cold case till this very day. While everyone was celebrating the New Year's, Sub Tay only got to see 6 hours of that first day in 2019 before getting killed. Instead of celebrating with family and friends, he decided to travel out of town for the money. The killer was most likely not even from San Bernardino. Pimps from all over California and other cities like to go to San Bernardino to make their money. This situation shows you it's never good to travel out of town all alone. If Sub Tay was with someone else to watch his back, he might have lived to see another day. This was just another tragic story of another rapper from Sac who had the potential to blow up in the rap game, but unfortunately getting killed in the process. Not too long after the death of Sub Tay, Sacramento rapper Sally Rue from Lincoln Village in the East decided to go live on Instagram and randomly diss Sub Tay.
Oh, when I'm smoking, this right here, I think this is what they call it. I think it was like SUB, Sub Tay or something. Yeah. I think that's what they were saying. This was called, I don't know. Oh yeah, you one of them. R.I.P. Your nigga Tay, huh? R.I.P. You said that nigga was gassing. He was gassing on some of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But he alright. So, you listen to Rats? I don't be listening to Rats. And then the next second, all of a sudden, the nigga tell me, "Nah, I fuck with you, Sally. My nigga, he's a bitch, man. Get your bitch ass out of here." But he's still in weed. Get your bitch ass out of here, but he's a bitch.
Not too long after, in 2020, Snubs and 3G from Oak Park came out with a harsh diss where 3G dissed Sub Tay.
Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddie said, Sub Tay dead. The other Tay dead. I was mad they lied and said Dre to die cause blood didn't stay dead.
They also dissed the upcoming rapper from Fruit Ridge, Bris, who was just killed in June 2020. Bris was also a rapper who would have been the next to blow out of Sacramento and possibly been bigger than Mozzy. After the death of Sub Tay, you didn't hear too much from Sub Gang. Ralphie is still in prison till this day, and B&E was doing some time some years back, but have since gotten out and is now a father taking care of his kids. Trippa was rapping for a while and dropped a couple music videos back in 2020. He was also featured on a Cypher series on D-Steez's YouTube channel called Sac Bars Cypher in 2019 that also featured the rapper Bris.
1923. Big chops, big Glocks when we break them off. We treat these bitches like dirt, we just shake them off. You got a hit on the plate and I'ma take it off. You talking all that rah-rah, Steve's break his jaw. When she give me face, I swear to God I'm tryna break her jaw. Up this 40 at them niggas tryna face them off. Catch you at the red light, nigga, I'll leave your facial raw.
These types of stories are sadly becoming more and more common. The street life can get in the way for someone like Sub Tay who strived to make it into the rap game. Who knows how big Sub Tay would have made it if he were still to be alive. The rate he was going, he would probably still be relevant till this day. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you to all my supporters. Make sure y'all check out my Patreon and become a member for only $2.99 a month. I'm gonna be working on the Bris documentary next with his father, and we will be speaking here soon. So be on the lookout for that. Comment on who y'all want me to do a story on next. Anyways, until next time, I'm out.
Point is the bag that I'm chasing, she done bought me new shoes, new whip and new heater. I'ma tell her I love her and tell her I need her. I'ma tuck you, protect you, and never mistreat you. Want you all to myself, but I know you get creeping. I'm not ready for that. You don't know what she do to me. Where the fuck that came from? Oh, I thought that was my shit. I was like, where that shit come from? Shit, I don't know what she do to me. No, cause I thought you was gonna do it earlier. Without you, I'm sick. I'm down on my dick. I've been plotting on niggas.
If you're feeling this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already.